Meteorologist Jesse Hawila is here. Jesse, some interesting weather phenomenon earlier today. Talk about that, these steam devils.
Yeah, we get a lot of really interesting things happening here in North Texas when we get these big Arctic intrusions from lake effect snow. And then our friends Liam and Shane Larson, Liam, a future meteorologist, sent us this video of steam devils over Lake Lewisville. And if you look closely right here, it kind of looks like a tornado. See that there on the right side? And here's a picture of that. Look at that funnel. So here's the thing. This is not a tornado. It's what we call a steam devil. Think kind of like a water spout meets a dust devil. When you get that really cold Arctic air moving out over our relatively warm lakes. Now, when I say relatively warm, I mean relatively. 50 degrees, the Lake Lewisville temperature on average, and that's where those images were coming from. So steam devils will form when this very cold air, this morning we had temperatures into the teens, and that was rushing over this relatively warm lake water. And what happens is that cold air moves across the warm water, you start to get steam and fog, and that starts to rise over the lake. And remember, the winds are fairly strong, and winds are blowing at different speeds in different directions with height. Just like a dust devil, when you start to warm up with dust devils, the surface, you get that rising motion, and with different wind speeds and different wind directions, you get a little bit of rotation and it swirls into a vortex. So like we saw on area lakes today, we saw a couple of them. I saw some reports of them on Joe Pool. I saw reports at Lake Lewisville. You get that funnel appearance, and we saw those videos, that picture there. You can get several of them. They're not dangerous. They are very weak, and it does look like a tornado, but the steam devils are weak and short-lived. And just an interesting thing that happens when you have such cold air moving into a part of the country that doesn't always get this cold. In our lakes, if you remember, up until the middle of January, we were the second warmest winter on record, so the lakes really haven't gotten that cold up until now. So that's what you saw there with the steam devil.